Abraham and Sarah are called the mother and father of our faith.
What's he doing?
And Abraham in particular journeyed not knowing where he was going. But he heard in his heart, he heard the voice of the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord speaking to him, knowing that he had a journey ahead of him. And in faith, he began his journey. He took that first step. And along the way, each step provided him with a closer view of that promise. In faith, he received the courage to listen to the Spirit of God, even when he was discouraged, even when everything seemed to be going against him. In faith, he even offered up his beloved son Isaac, totally surrendering Isaac to the will of God. A lot of trust, a lot of faith, and certainly not a light faith. L-I-T-E. Abraham was able to do and to be all that God asked him to do because his whole life was inspired and driven by faith. Are we willing to journey in this world without setting our own route, our own itinerary, planning and calculating each of our footsteps, each move we make through this life, without knowing God, where God will lead us? If we need to be able to see every step of the way, then we really don't walk by faith. Can we believe even when it doesn't seem convenient? There are so many parts of our life, so many aspects of our life, our faith life as a community, that aren't convenient, particularly in our world today. Are we willing to sacrifice our Isaac? Isaac was Abraham and Sarah's promise of a future. The posterity, Isaac was the pledge to Abraham by God that his name would be forever. Each of us have an Isaac. Something or someone we think we can't live without. And are we willing even to surrender that something or that someone to God? Are we willing to surrender all that we have? Someone has said that faith is that restlessness that's in us. Remember St. Augustine said, our hearts are restless till they rest in thee? Well, that faith is that restlessness that drives believers. A believer can't rest in this world because we know we're only traveling through this world. We're only sojourners. And what we seek is not here. We might think it is. But what we seek is really not here. It's an inward sense of purpose and confidence. It's that purpose that drives us. It's that willingness to speak out when it's safer to remain silent. It has also been said that those who settle down and live comfortable lives cease to be believers, because a believer can't sit still. A believer travels forward in faith. Abraham, the Israelites in Egypt, Jesus. This week we'll be reminded of the Blessed Mother. As soon as she heard that she was being filled with God's Spirit and overcome by the Spirit of God and the child, what did she do? Did she sit at home? No, she got up and she traveled to visit her sister Elizabeth. Faith is not a cautious life in any way. Faith is believing without seeing, praying without ceasing, trusting without proof that God is that Jesus is and that the Spirit is within. I'm always reminded of the prayer of St. Ignatius Loyola, which hopefully becomes ours on this day of faith, of renewing our faith. Take, O Lord, and receive my entire liberty, my memory, my understanding, and my whole will. All that I am and all that I possess you have given to me. I surrender it all to you, to be disposed of according to your will. Give me only your love and your grace. With these I will be rich enough and will desire nothing more. God bless you.